Hey, as I think I mentioned the other day, things are moving pretty fast. Boy, oh boy, no doubt. And and one of the things I naturally notice, and I've mentioned this before in a number of other videos, let's say that you came in, I'm going to use terms that are euphemistic. Let's say that you came in with a clean machine, right? You're running the first computer. So since you're running the first computer, which means you're experiencing what love is, which is absolute purity, which means that spirit, that heart and soul is just on fire. And that's a firewall, right? So you're going to jump into another matrix and do a full data analysis and extrapolation of the design that they came up with, if you will, in order to hold soul consciousness trapped in order to run all of its alien intelligence machinery, which is your binary coded cyberspace, right? And so that means you have to be running at a higher rate of speed than it is, which means you can run all its codes in order to reverse engineer, which is to uninvert what's been inverted by virtue of the math that they were using to generate it with. Yeah, it's hitting me. It always does that whenever. It's always wanting to break circuits because that's what this AI does, right? It's a flawed system. So I've mentioned this also before. So when you're allowing yourself to be programmed in order to run how the program works, then that means you got to go through and clean up the language that you allowed yourself to program, that you put in memory in order to experience how it works. That's a tech support engineer. Okay? Cosmeta. And so because so much is going so fast right now, and I realize how the morphogenic field structure works. But for those that happen to view some of the stuff that I put up, here's something I wrote not just, a few minutes ago. There is no time. Okay, and what else did I put down there? Oh, yeah, this is important. For those in the healing community, those that are waking up, those that are experiencing more light, which experiencing one, cleaning up the servers, right? Love is the law. Love is the law of least effort to experience absolute love. The first sound. Okay. And so last night, I was listening to the First Sound Magician. And the name of that channel is this. Kirasha Synergy, featuring Quirky Cosmo. And that channel is Kirasha Meditation. And so I had my candle burning, you see back here. And I had the lights off, and it was nice and quiet here, right? And you know how beautiful it is like to experience when you're in a totally relaxed state of spiritual energy being with your oversoul, experiencing what love is that goes on forever, gifting love forever and always. Always. All the lines of biovoltage communication are experiencing the one, which means there are no broken circuits and there are no blockages in those circuits to experience the first line of sound communication. And when I listened to that last night, and you just let yourself go and just feel through your heart and your soul, and you're experiencing that sound. And then in my left ear, I heard the first sound. Oh, there you are, coming through, clear as day and night, the first sound that is always on. I'm experiencing that first sound. And so that particular video is important Because if you allow yourself to just feel totally relaxed, where all your neurons, which means all your nerve fibers, are in a complete state of relaxation, and you can experience the first sound come through that you will experience through your heart and your soul. You will experience the first sound. And I experienced it clear as a bell, the first bell. So I recommend that particular video because it's a good way to see when you understand what a mutagenic effect is, or a blockage, where that signal is not getting through for you to be able to experience it. And that means that there is still more work, more inner work that needs to be done in order to clear away all of the signal interferences as a result of those signals that are held in cellular memory as a result of the breeding experiments, the abductions, the forced breeding, and even breeding that takes place where you're unaware of either what you're breeding with or you're sending seed to, right? Because at the end of the day, when you think about an avatar or a computer, you're mating chips. I'm a mated chip, okay? So that simply means that, one decided that I don't ever want to be separated from you, ever, ever, ever. So that means I'm willing to give you all my power, all my electrical power, all the fire that represents all the voltage. It represents what I am as a sound electrifier. I'm giving you all the sound electrifier to never be separated from the era. Wow. I am a mono and era, joined as one, experiencing the perfect center point of origin of all creation spheres to manifest angelic realities that we all experiencing, being on fire to experience what love is, which is what we manifest, having the full elemental command of the entire electromagnetic spectrum. That's as pure as it gets. That's the purest there is. So you know that the one, right? The one in the founder races are as pure as it gets. It doesn't get any purer than that, because that's the hottest fire that cleanses out the circuits, cleanses out the lines of communication where there are blockages as a result of what? Mutations. What is a mutation? Mute the mic, right? So you got to open the mic. Hear the sound, or the first sound, or the first true, eternal one. The eternal one is the one true love vibration that goes on forever, gifting itself, because itself, as in cell F-O-F, female, male and female are joined as one. Yeah, that's frequency modulation, right? AM, FM, PM, GRIS. Run a movie. Be the director of your own movie. The author of our stories. The author of our living spirit, spark of life, creation stories, of the stories that we tell out of what love is, which is what we are, that goes on forever. So everything that you are is everything that I am in the entire all creation, that we are gifting electrons at the highest rate of speed. right? And that's stealth, because now they can't take a picture of the one when you're with the one, right? So that's called universal or multiversal tech support. Those are known as the first messengers. I refer to it because of having been a fire chaser, a spirit of fire chasing. I'm chasing fire spirits, right, that are taking off. Well, you're running faster than I am, man. I got to catch up with you with my water, right? Steam conversion, like a condenser, right? Like in concentrated orange juice. No, 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 no. I like to get a Valencia orange while still on that stem, like a stem cell. Whoa, so self is a cell. Yeah, now we're into phonetics. Now we're into frequency and vibration of the original language. You know, Muaha, Ha Na Le, right? Kirasha, Maharata, right? Yeah, right. I'm a diamond pink flower, baby. So I realize because of the changes that are going on right now, and I really love what you're doing, Mohawk. Let me see if I can remember your name. See, I don't remember it anymore. I mentioned this before. When I was down here at Lapahoy, I was doing a humongous amount of memory dumps. Because why would you want to hold on to something that you're not going to be experiencing anymore in the future? Right? Remember I mentioned this to everybody when I was a little kid? Okay, we're going to load all this crap in memory, right? Even though it's already in memory in the planetary memory banks. But what it is that you're in charge of your own computer, your own supercomputer, right? So what do you want to experience? What do you want to load? Well, what kind of a reality would you like to experience? So I knew as a little kid, I'm not supposed to experience anything less than what I am. I am what love is, and living spirit that goes on forever, gifting electrons. So I'm not supposed to experience any loss of voltage. Are you kidding? Right? No. Because what does that do? It slows you down. That's why I was giving everything away at the highest rate of speed that I could, which means you're running clean, burning energy. So if you're running clean, then your signals are clear light. Right? As pure as it gets. Right? So your experience always being with the one. So we operate on behalf of the one, which is the law of spheres, which is the law of balance. Right? So you know what the form and flow of what we experience in our mirror is perfect. Circuits that flow. Right? There isn't any blockages. Are you kidding? That energy's flowing through us as fast as it can. Right, which means, hey, there isn't any blockages. Just like they put up dams. Hey, you can't go left here. No, you got to go right here. I did a video on that already, so I'm not going to do that again. But the grid is set up by the way in which they did it. Like if you go back and look at the map of when the native spirits that represented the tribal bands, and tribal bands means bandwidth, the width of the wave, right? And the form and color in which they're running to experience in their mirror what they are giving energy to experience what comes back, which is feedback in an echo chamber, right? Echo worlds, right? Hey, I got that feedback right away. As a matter of fact, whoa, the speed is so fast that I'm not noting the difference in speed. Whoa. Yeah. Right? Pressure-sensitive information, pressure-sensitive visual information. So what did I write down here? Oh, yeah. C3 band raw D ions of eternal firelight over soul R, Grail King arcing. The entire universal and galactic electromagnetic spectrum of our full scalar bandwidth vibration core oversoul encryption, and decryption code of access to exercise full elemental command authority. Override. So you know what an override is in a computer, right? Well, that would be no different than when you're on a computer and you see something on your screen that you don't want to experience anymore. What do? You delete it. right? It's like you wipe a hard drive. Defrag the drive. So now it's back to what we're holding in cellular memory that no longer serves us, right? So you're wanting to move on. Okay, I came down here and experienced a bunch of movies that everybody was running. So now you're measuring that by density, which is electrical density consciousness, and what we're experiencing, what we're being held captive to, which is the movies that they're running, which are war movies. So I knew as a cut, I don't write war. I don't experience war movies. I'm not at war with my mirror. So you're running a mirror, which is running a magnet, because that's what you're recording. Well, I don't want to record this, because it's not what I am. So you know why we're here. The final dance. Some people would euphemistically say it's the last dance with the devil, right? The last dance with a different spiral. One that I've always known since I was a kid. Hey, they're going in the wrong direction. So you see how this works when it comes to money. Being held captive by money, right? So when you're held captive to money, then you're being held captive by what? What you see in your mirror. Instead of being what it is that you see in your mirror, you're giving love to. So we know this. We are the soul source, the primal light and sound feeling. We are the solar arcing source of creation, all creation. Because that's what it began with. It began with the first spark of light, which is what love is. It goes on forever, gifting sparks, right? Sparks is communication, right? Ask any U.S. Navy comm, right? Got the lightning bolt. It used to be a lightning bolt. Go look at the merit badges with Boy Scouts, right? Putting radio sets together, right? Isn't there a merit badge you can get for putting radios together? I was very fortunate. Everything that I was experiencing, I was supposed to be experiencing, for all the reasons that I've already mentioned, which is all the above, right? And so, yeah, 45, 45, 45, and 45, right? When you realize 45-degree angle inside of a sphere, right? Equidistance means the equilibrium states, which means every wave, which is every plasma wave, is experiencing what I am is experiencing perfect balance within that sphere. So that everything that is within that sphere, which is every cell that is in that sphere, when you're a single cell as a monopolarity integrator, then everything that is within all the other cells is experiencing what I am. Because every cell has a connection to other cell through the use of what? Antenna and a receptor, which is a receiver. I got your signal, buddy. How you doing? I'm experiencing what love is. Hey, good, so am I. Where do you want to go? So I grabbed a girl when I was 6 years of age. Let's go create a universe together. I don't want to ever be separated from you because the essence of your spirit is on fire. I'm on fire too. Fire to fire, soul to soul, spirit to spirit. Let's go light them up. And you're doing work. There were little girls and boys that were doing spiritual work, that were doing cleanup work, right? Getting mama up. Getting mama up. Let's get you up, girl. Come on, mama. Spin that top, baby. Yeah. Consciousness on top, right? As above, so below. The mirror. The mirror in the sky. Yeah, we're mirror images of each other, everything we're giving love to, which is each other. Now we're thriving together. So it's all about collaboration. Cells love to collaborate with each other and experience what we are, which is what love is. Now all the cells are happy. They're loving you. Yeah, go wag a dog and watch what happens. That's called feedback. Right? So in other words, your cellular machinery, right? Your cellular machinery, you're an antenna. So when you're connected to the one, the center point of the first sphere, a crystic star, right? Pure massless consciousness, right? There hasn't anything's happened yet because the speed from which there is mass and density, or if you will, your color-coded mirror, plasma wave screen TV, in I am what love is, it goes on forever, I'm experiencing the purest of consciousness, which is so hot, right? You can't take a picture of that. Because the one came first. So the only way you can take a picture of something is to be running at a slower rate of speed in order to record it. right? So you know you're running a sound recording device. Yeah. You know, rewind, fast forward, pause the spin ratio. Experience what love is, right? I used to have fun with that when I was a little kid. I had a sound recorder, one of those really good ones. You know, good ones is relative, but it was wasn't IBM. It was a 3M. I think it was a 3M recorder that my mother got for me. And I had a lot of fun with that. That's when they came out with all the boom boxes. Remember boom boxes, sound synthesizers, and all that kind of stuff. And then I realized I can make all my own sounds that come natural to me. Go out into a forest, start making instruments, you know, different sounds because of the difference in frequency and codes between binary and trinary, right? 1 and 3, 3 and 1, the relationship that water has with thermal gradients, atmospheric consciousness, altitude density. Yeah, so, man, is there a lot going on. I think I'll do a video for you, Conjoy, about some other things that I was thinking about earlier this morning that just lifts your heart, lifts your spirit. Yeah, right? But I haven't gone outside, planted my feet on the rock, on the volcano, right? Thank you all, 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 thank you all. Forever and always, be good to yourselves.